pressure under which Netanyahu's been really since October the 7th. Now, we've seen on Monday at that special session of the Knesset, the Israeli parliament session attended by many more people than usual, including a number of families and relatives of the hostages still detained in Gaza. Now, Netanyahu has stated and continues to state that every effort will be made to bring those hostages that are still retained in Gaza back home, but he is continuing also to insist that military pressure is needed to make Hamas fold, and that for that time is needed. And there was an immediate interruption at that point by families and relatives saying that we do not have time. With these calls of now, that is the refrain that's been taken up for the 80 days of the war now meaning bring all of these people home right now. Now, we've seen that this is extremely difficult for Netanyahu. He's been trying to contest that he is handling things, but he's also saying that he's going to continue the fight. He's going to continue intensifying the Israeli offensive, drawing boos from the crowd. Now, we've seen at this point some of these old divisions in Israeli politics seeming to come up after 80 days of unity in the face of the conflict going on in Gaza. Opposition leader Yair Lapid also piled on, appearing at least to criticize Netanyahu's drive to end Hamas, saying that Yahya Sinwar can be killed next month. Not enough is being done to bring these hostages home now. Now, there's pressure elsewhere on the government too. There were reservists who were addressing the government on Monday too. They've been saying that they have not been receiving enough help from the government in financial terms. They were saying that they were being called up and haven't been paid, that they're not getting enough help. They've left their jobs, that their businesses are melting down. And now, despite some government help coming through, that a lot of these people have fallen through the cracks. Now, if that's not enough, Benjamin Netanyahu is under pressure elsewhere. A court, one of the country's top courts, has said that his trial on charges of fraud, bribery and breach of trust will resume in February for 4 days a week, rather than what he had been earlier saying. He had been saying that he was too busy to deal with it and was asking for an exemption to be made. Now, he may yet have one option left. There was an Egyptian proposal, a three-stage plan aimed at instituting a new ceasefire. Now, that is being mulled over. Israel has not yet completely rejected it, so he may yet have that in his back pocket, that he may be able to use that as we move forward. We've seen Hamas and their allies, Islamic Jihad, reject that because they want to retain control in Gaza. But for Benjamin Netanyahu, that may be a means to get some of the critics and criticism off his back.